wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're talking about co-parenting when one parent moves out of state. We're asking 800-585-1051, what are the rules to co-parenting when it comes to relocating? Now, Jess, I know you're in a similar situation. Actually, twice, because one, you left Baltimore and you moved to Jersey, and now Rome is actually moving to South Carolina, Ashton's dad.
Absolutely. But see, like, that's crazy because, like, I'm the mom, so my kids gonna come with me, like, in Jersey. You know, it's. I'm not saying that kids don't usually live with their dad, but I'm primary guardian, so Ashton is coming with me to Jersey after maternity leave, and so is this baby. She's gonna be with me. But like I said before, I had to leave him with his dad and my mom when I first started traveling, when I first started doing like Wildin' Out and other, TV production, other film and stuff. But I just had to make the money. The opportunity, it was great. That's why I feel like I wanted to have my kids now. Rome just got a great opportunity. He works in education, got a great opportunity in South Carolina. So he's moving to South Carolina, but he also got 5 kids, Ash included. But like 3 of them are younger, really, really young. And they're all tied to their father's hip. So it's like he trying to figure out a way now, like how can he make that work all the way? And it's not Delaware, it's not Virginia, it's not Jersey. He's going down south. Right. So we trying to make that work now because he don't want to leave his kids, but he got a really great opportunity.
I mean, and I think what you said, opportunity, of course, I never dealt with that issue, but it would have to be opportunity, right? So if he's moving to South Carolina and the school district is better, the living is a better situation, I would assume that he would want his kids to come with him, and I'm assuming that any of his baby moms would want the kids to go where the situation would be absolutely better for the kids, right?
But what if the situation isn't better for the kids? What if right now this is a situation where Rome is moving to South Carolina so he can establish himself right. So he can provide for the kids, in the future. This might not be the time for the kids to come with him down to South Carolina because it may not be the best thing for them at the moment.
Yeah, and then how do their moms see them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they go to school. They all go to school from their mom's house, the daycare. They already got them in, like, sports, and their life is already what it is here. Like Charlamagne said, Rome is moving to get himself established so he can do more for his children.
But Nick Cannon got y'all gassed up.
What you mean?
Nick Cannon got y'all thinking that y'all can be, in a bunch of different places at one time. Okay, but I'm telling you right now, Nick Cannon's not even capable of doing it.
Of course not.
Okay,
but you always want your kid to be in a better situation, regardless of wherever they live, if it could be right. Even if and take it out of Rome, but if somebody has to move to another state, establish themselves, then you bring your kids with you later on. But you want your kids to have a better education, a better living situation, a safer living situation in some aspects. You want to do what's best for the kids.
Your kids are only gonna have better if you're the best version of yourself.
If you can do. Yeah,
that's right. So Rome is going off to South Carolina, to try to be the best version of himself, and hopefully in the future, that's the risk, right? Hopefully in the future, you hope that you're able to provide for your kids in a better way. But that's the risk you take and the gamble you take at this moment by moving to South Carolina.
All right, we got Symantha on the line. Symantha, good morning.
Good morning, DJ NV, Charlamagne, and Jess Hilarious.
Peace.
Hey, girl.
So we're asking, what are the rules to co-parenting when it comes to relocating, Symantha?
It actually happened to me. My dad passed, and he got sick, and he ended up passing. Then my mom got sick. I had to move from Georgia to Michigan, and I was blamed. And I'm like, well, I can't. I got the call. My dad had less than 24 hours, and I had to get here. When I got here, he passed, and then my mom got sick, and he didn't understand. He told my son, like, your mom just don't want you to be with me. She just mad, like. I'm like, that's not it. And then I'm like, can you take care of her? And he was like, not right now, but I got my mom. That's not his mom. So I was blamed for like 2 years. But eventually we ended up co-parenting, and it ended up working out. And he goes every summer and every break. But it was hard at first.
Okay. Well, thank you, Symantha. I'm glad y'all worked it out, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we worked it out for the most part. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad person.
You still think people look at you as the bad person?
Oh, for sure. Like when he tell his story, I am the devil.
Damn.
She just packed up and left. But how do you make that decision with me just picking up and coming to Michigan, and my dad was sick, and then he passed, and then my mom gets sick? There's no question with that. My family is first.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, thank you, Symantha. We got Zoe on the line. Zoe, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Where you calling from?
I'm actually calling from Ohio.
Ohio, okay. So what are the rules to co-parenting when it comes to relocating?
I think it's super 50-50. I've actually recently relocated from Illinois to Ohio the past couple weekends, and currently the father of my son doesn't want to participate in the co-parenting aspect. He wants me to do 100% of the transportation for his parenting time, which is super, super big for me. You know, I think it's kind of selfishness on that aspect, and you know, it's not really in the best interest of our child. So it's definitely a big thing for co-parenting that it is 50-50 regardless of your feelings on it.
Okay, well, thank you. 800-585-1051. What are the rules to co-parenting when it comes to relocating? We're taking your calls right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're asking, what are the rules to co-parenting when it comes to relocating? Now, Jess, she's talked about it before. She relocated from Baltimore to New Jersey. And also her baby father, Rome. She talks about him all the time. He's actually moving to South Carolina. So let me ask you a question. If Rome wanted to take Ashton with him, what would that conversation be like? Would you care? Would it bother you? Or would you say, you know what, let's give this a shot? How would that conversation happen?
Well, he did ask me that, and I told him no.
There was no conversation. It was just like, no.
Nah, it was, yeah, it was a conversation. It was just no and why, you know, because this is now like my time with him. I already missed a lot of time. You know, when I first started traveling and actually doing TV and doing shows, I missed a lot of my baby time. You know, I missed out on games. I missed out on, well, I made every graduation, but I missed out on so many things. And it's like, no, I want to have him with me. I want to have my new baby, like raise them with me. Like, you know, I just really want to be in the household with my kids, cooking, coming home, cooking for them, doing homework with them, taking them out places, doing all types of things with them. And I don't know, Ash already 12. I'm like, damn, when, you know.
Time flies, that's right.
Yeah, it really, really flies. Like, I still can't believe that he's this age right now. Like, my baby been with me for a minute, you know, and it was just me and him. But now we're really gonna be like in that whole traditional home setting. So I did tell him no. Rome definitely understood. Me and Rome got the best co-parenting relationship. He understands. He just asked, you know, and it was no. But he gonna be going down there to see his dad though. Got you.
We got Jamie on the line. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning.
So what are the rules when it comes to co-parenting and relocating?
So I was just saying, in my opinion, and I'm just speaking for my own experience, I relocated a couple years ago for a job, and I just really feel that if you have a good co-parenting relationship with your child's father or mother while you're living locally, then there needs to be a discussion had. But in my case, if your child's father is not actively involved locally while they're residing 20 minutes away, then I'm not explaining anything unless it's an emergency.
I got you. I feel you. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Jamie said you ain't in the life, so I ain't telling you ish.
Right. So what does it even matter? Like, if you living there near them the whole time and you ain't doing nothing, what difference does it make if I'm away?
You're right. Hello, who's this?
It is G from Florida. How y'all doing?
G from Florida. What's up, brother?
Peace.
What's your opinion, G?
Man? What's up, Jess? What's up, Envy?
What up?
What's up?
What's your opinion, G?
My opinion, man, I think, you know, as far as co-parenting from different states or whatever, it's not so much bad, but, you know, it takes a village. You know, you need a village around you to support you. You know, you being miles away, 1,000 miles away, sometimes you may be a family emergency. You know, your child may need something or need you. And sometimes it's not as easy as being, you know, maybe 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away versus a whole hour's, you know, flight away type situation. So, you know, like I said, it just takes a village. You know, you need that proper support system. You need that stability. You need that comfortability when it comes to that as far as the mindset.
Okay. Thank you, G.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to one more caller. Hello, who's this?
This is Julian.
Julian, good morning. Where you calling from?
From Florida.
Florida. What part of Florida?
Delray Beach.
Okay. So we're asking, what's the rules when it comes to co-parenting and relocating?
So I feel like, both parents need to be in the kid's life. If one parent has to move and the other parent could move too, then great. But if they can't, I feel like both parents need to make sure and be in the kid's life wherever they are. My situation, my son was moving around because his mom was married to someone in the military. And the judge okayed the move when we went to court. So, sometimes my son would come visit me, and he was doing, like, new stuff. And I'm like, yo, I don't even know this kid, man. So I was like, man, I need to move to wherever he's at,
Right.
So my job allowed me to be able to do that. So whenever they would move, like, stay 2 years in a place, stay 1 year in a place, wherever they would move, I would move too.
Damn, so you moving all over the country with them?
Yeah, I was
That's a
moving.
dedicated dad.
To North Carolina, Colorado. I was moving all over the place just because I needed him to have a peace of mind. Like, yo, my dad lived like right down the street.
Right.
So like he was having like behavioral problems in school, and when I moved, it all started to stop. Because he was like, yo, like my dad lived right down the street. So it made it a lot easier for him. Because in my head, it was all about him.
How did your ex feel when you kept moving with her? Really?
Well, I think her and her husband at first, they didn't like it just because all the control and all the stuff that they was doing, it just went out the window. You know what I mean? Violating like the parenting plan and stuff like that. So I don't think they liked it, but I could kind of care less.
Now let me ask you a question. Now you gotta, if you have a new girl or man, whatever you into, does your new girl or spouse or significant other move with you now too? They're cool with the situation?
Well, the way the situation is now, she went through a divorce, and during that time frame, I was able to convince her to send my son to live with me until she figured out her situation, and she sent him to live with me, and he's been with me ever since. So my son is with me now. He's been with me almost 3 years now.
Well, that's what it is. All right. Well, thank you, Julian.
I appreciate it, man.
What's the moral of the story, guys?
What's the moral of the story, Jess Hilarious?
The moral of the story is,
I think his parents don't go away to stay away. They go away to make a way.
yeah, go away to make a way. Now, sometimes in some cases you do have parents that go away to stay away, but in Rome's case, I really think it's going away to make a way. In a lot of these callers' cases, they had some strong valid points as well, but more so, like you said, Char, like you got to get yourself together to be able to be in a position where you can take care of your kids, whether that's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You have to. It is never gonna be perfect nowhere. But if you starting with yourself and trying to get yourself together, I think that's better than just not working on yourself at all.
All right.
Struggling.
Well, thank you, Jess. Now we got the mess coming up.
Oh my God. Yes. Actually, speaking of this conversation, DeVito was referring to his daughter, right? And he told her mother, "You can have her." So we're gonna get into that.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.